Chameleons are famous for their ability to change color, and this fascinating ability is a result of a combination of specialized cells, nervous system control, and environmental triggers. Here's a detailed explanation of how chameleons change color. 1. Specialized skin cells. Chameleons have several layers of specialized cells in their skin that contribute to color change. The key layers are chromatophores. These are cells near the surface of the skin that contain pigments. There are different types of chromatophores. Xanthophores and erythrophores contain yellow and red pigments, respectively. Melanophores contain brown or black pigments, melanin. Iridophores. These cells lie deeper in the skin and contain tiny crystals called guanine crystals. These crystals reflect and scatter light, creating blue and white colors. Iridophores are unique because they don't use pigments. They rely on structural coloration, which changes based on the spacing of the crystals. Guanophores. These are another type of cell that helps reflect light, contributing to the overall color effect. 2. How color change works. Chameleons change color by altering the arrangement of pigments and the spacing of guanine crystals in their skin. Here's how it happens. Pigment movement. When a chameleon wants to change color, its nervous system sends signals to the chromatophores. The pigments inside these cells either spread out, making the color more visible, or contract, making the color less visible. Crystal adjustment. The iridophores adjust the spacing of their guanine crystals. When the crystals are closer together, they reflect shorter wavelengths of light, like blue. When they are farther apart, they reflect longer wavelengths, like red or orange. 3. Triggers for color. Chameleons change color in response to various factors, including temperature. Chameleons may darken their skin to absorb more heat or lighten it to reflect heat. Light. Exposure to sunlight or shade can trigger color changes. Mood. Emotions like stress, aggression, or fear can cause color shifts. For example, a chameleon may turn bright colors to intimidate a rival or dark colors when stressed. Communication. Chameleons use color changes to communicate with each other, such as during courtship or territorial disputes. Camouflage. While chameleons are often thought to change color primarily for camouflage, this is actually a secondary use. Their primary reasons for color change are communication and temperature regulation. 4. The role of hormones and the nervous system. The color change process is controlled by the chameleon's nervous system and hormones. Signals from the brain trigger the expansion or contraction of pigment cells and the adjustment of guanine crystals. Hormones like melanocyte-stimulating hormone, MSH, can also influence color change by affecting melanophores. 5. Limitations of color change. Chameleons can't change into any color imaginable. Their color range is limited by the types of pigments and crystals they have. For example, they can only produce true green or blue pigments. Those colors are created by combining structural colors from iridophores with yellow pigments from xanthophores. Fun fact, chameleons aren't the only animals that can change color. Other animals, like cuttlefish, octopuses, and some species of fish, also have this ability, but they use different mechanisms.